Hello, friends. We are going to do our live today on the go because that's what life is sometimes. Just went by Wesley Hospital to join, to go up and visit a good friend and sweet little baby. And so I'm feeling extra supercharged to connect with all of you today because, the whole point is. Community and connection, and she just kind of reminded me slash verified like how important it is to have one another, especially in the tough times. And so I'm grateful to be here with you. I'm gonna get out some of my notes and also pull up questions. So if you haven't already, make sure and join our Facebook group because that's where we'll be checking in to get questions, and then also you can submit them to me directly. So I know that, it can feel like your specific circumstances are daunting or that you have a very unique situation, and you do. And part of why we want to move towards office hours like this and get our community group going is because our situations can help other people. Our questions create an opportunity for a light bulb moment for all of us. And so, and sometimes when this stuff comes up and I'm sharing here, then I'll put the questions in the comments. And if you have something, then I want to hear you in the comments because you're the ones that have lived through a lot of these things as well. And so if you've had a certain situation that you want to speak to or you want to share, I want to make sure and invite this is not meant to be a teaching hour as much as it is an opportunity to facilitate some questions and answers and lessons for everybody in one place, and a place that you can come back to so that if you want to revisit or listen, or if it's something that we talk about that you want to share with a friend. So we just want to expand. I am at Coffee Days today. If you've not been there, highly recommend it. I just got my butterfly matcha, which I might touch on a little bit later, of trying different. So good. um, Matcha was something that I think even just the look of it for a while, I was like, ugh, I don't know how I feel about matcha. I've fallen in love with it, and I love the different creative ways that people make it. And this is an iced butterfly matcha from Coffee Days in Wichita. I'm down across the street from Crown Uptown, and so I do want to do some of these as well at some of our favorite places, which is going to be part of what I talk about today. So I'm going to pull up your questions first. So we're going to talk about your things, and the topics that were coming up in the office today or this week and last week, and then also a few of you that joined in the comments on the community page. So I get questions about favorite mattress and pillow. I absolutely love avocado mattress. From a comfort, durability, mattresses are a huge investment. So I want to highlight that company because I love their product, and it's safer, right? So when you look at the off gassing and we're laying there for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, depending on if you're somebody who gets the full length of sleep or smaller. If you're more compressed sleep, I feel like we've got lots of doers in our community. And so I know not everybody gets the perfect 8 hours, but regardless, you're spending a third of your life in bed. And so if you have not made an investment in a high quality mattress, I would highly recommend it. If you are married and you have different needs, the most simplistic answer that I give people is you want something that is firm but not hard. You want something that's going to support your spine. And so you want to ask those questions. And then you want to ask the questions about toxicity. So last few weeks of different videos, we're talking about stress, physical stress and chemical stress. We're talking about toxicity and cleaning some things up. Well, the off-gassing from pillows and mattresses that aren't clean products or clean companies can be a big problem. And if you're spending a third of your life there. So, if you haven't, start looking. We'll put the link in there for the avocado mattress, and a few other companies that I recommend. Also, as couples, the ones that are adjustable on either side can be really great. So if you're somebody that's had a history of different health complaints or surgeries, and you need something different than your significant other, it is nice. It is really beneficial to have. I don't currently have that set up, but one day I will, because we are different, and he goes to sleep at 9 o'clock and I'm probably up till 11, and I want to be able to be in my bed but I don't want to lay down, right? So I'm excited to have that flexibility where I can still read and start my nighttime routine and be in my bed with him. But, we have different needs that way. I also toss and turn all night long, and I am never in a set position. And he is, once he is laying on his back, he is out and sleeps, soundly all night long. And so I'm excited for a time too when we can invest in that and have a mattress that is a little bit different. Pillows, same thing. Look for clean ones. We'll drop a few options that are good starters. I have not tried the My Pillow. Number of people who love it. Purple mattress is another one that when I was deciding between which one I wanted to go to, there were a lot of people, and they make avocado and purple make pillows as well. I really like to go to Home Goods and some of the discount places where you can get really high quality and clean products for a very big discount, because I also rotate my pillows. So if I've had a pillow for more than 6 months max, I'm switching it because of, the comfort and the, durability, but also from like what I'm breathing on it. I like the cooling pillows. As well, for people that struggle with inflammation or a lot of heat or headaches. But you want to do a little bit of research and look for something that, if you're a side sleeper, if you're a back sleeper, is going to, nurture your needs. So we'll drop a few of the ones that we like, but I do think that, the cleanliness and lack of toxicity is probably one of the first things I'm looking at. Do you need something for your significant other? Do you want the adaptability to have two different setups? And that it's firm and supportive and good for the spine, right? I'm chiropractors. We got to have something that's really good for your back, but that doesn't break the bank as either. And it is nice with financing, and I do get it. But man, I will watch people spend to the hills on, you know, other needs in their life or a car or, and it's like, that you spend so much more time on that mattress than you do in these other spaces. So maybe put it on the vision board that, sometime in the next year, we're going to upgrade that mattress so you can upgrade your sleep. We're going to talk about muscle testing. I'm going to bring Julie, who owns Natural, of course, another one of my favorite places in Wichita. It's across the street from Bishop Carroll. And we're going to talk about muscle testing, because part of why I send people for supplements over to Natural, of course, is that their staff is really well trained in their products, but also in helping people tune in to some muscle testing. And if you've seen a kinesiologist, a homeopathic practitioner, functional med, a lot of them do different types of muscle testing. Chiropractors, kinesiology is where a lot of this comes from. We understand that we are energy, right? We are physical bodies, but we are also energetic beings. There is an energy frequency in and around us at all times. And so I'm going to link a few very simple videos that I want you to watch and start to play with, because I think for me, the toughest part was trusting what my readings were showing me. And that's why I want to bring Julie. She's going to join me for a video, but we're also going to invite her to this year's Big Idea, which is coming soon in November. So I want to make sure that you guys get updates to that as well. This year's Big Idea is going to be very hands-on and muscle testing, specifically for my moms and parents too, that you're not just learning how to muscle test your needs, but you're muscle testing your children. So I get a lot of like, what do you use for this? And what do you use for this? Well, sometimes it is dependent on that child, not sometimes. I think all the time. It's dependent on the person, the situation, the factors, and what does their energy field tell me? That's why a lot of you that have reached out of, what do you do for this? Or can you help with that? It's like, you're gonna have to come in the office. I need to touch you, because this is, chiropractic. I need to feel the spine to know what adjustment needs to be done. And it's just, there's not a one size fits all. With muscle testing, it just completely set me free as a mom and in my own health journey, where I can learn to muscle test myself. And so they have fingers where you can test, the integrity of the strength. You can test arms if you have a partner or a child, and you can test the strength. Again, it's going to make a lot more sense with the videos. And a sway test. So this ties to a book that I've recommended here before, and I'll recommend again, The Emotion Code and the Body Code, and really tapping into your own field, your child's field of of what's there and what's needed. So you can test supplements, you can test foods. Do I think that it's 100% accurate? Well, it's us, it's human, so probably not, right? There's definitely room for error. There's a lot of second guessing in the beginning when you're doing it, but it is fascinating. And so, like when I'm, testing a drink or a supplement, like I'll do a sway test, and it's become very subtle now because this is something I've done for years. I feel very in tune. I feel like I can trust it. I can also muscle test with Joey or a team member if I'm looking for some reinforcement, so that it's not just in my mind, it's anchored in their body, and it gives me another layer of check. So I'm going to drop some videos, and I would love to do this as a group in one of our in-person meetups. So if you have more questions on that, please drop it in the comments, or thoughts. If there's a certain muscle testing practice that you like, or a mattress or pillow that you like, please put those in the comments so that you're sharing what's working for you with other people. Another one is, what supplements do you take? Specifically, she was asking me, like, what do I take on a daily basis? I do not take a lot of supplements. I've never liked vitamins, pills, anything that was man-made, honestly. Since I was a little kid, when my mom was giving me Flintstone vitamins, or when they would, take me to the doctor and the doctor would give me an antibiotic for things, I would take the pills that they would give me and hide them under my tongue, and then say I got to go to the bathroom, and I would go put them in a shoebox. When I was moving out to go to college, we found the shoebox full of a bunch of nasty pills. I would hide them in my little shadow box. Just didn't resonate. Like, it doesn't resonate with me. I don't love pills. Also, we know that when it's in pill form, you're going to pee and poop out the majority of it because it's not as soluble. So you want to look at high quality products. You want to look at things that are really absorbable, maybe sublingual, more liquid, that your stomach's not just going, when it hits your intestine, it's gonna, in your stomach, it's, a lot of it will get, treated as a foreign substance, or destroyed by stomach acid, and you're not going to absorb it anyway. And so that's why I opt for IVs usually over, supplements. So if I'm not feeling good, I like the high dose vitamin C, glutathione, magnesium. I love ICTIV here locally because their team is so well versed and they can tailor it to what I need. So I do like to get my supplements by IV or sublingual if possible. I probably use oils more than, pills. There are some companies that I love. So I do love Ion Bio. I do that just about every day. I do love chlorophyll. I do that multiple times a week. Sodium ascorbate, a powder vitamin C, and colloidal silver are two of our like staples, especially when immune system is one of the goals. Liposomal vitamin C and glutathione are both really good as well. So I'll drop some of the products that I like. We're all deficient in minerals. So I'm looking at electrolytes and elements and Soleil water and ways to replenish minerals as much as I'm looking at specific vitamins. I'm looking at, we're all, you look at the source of dysfunction and disease, and we have dehydration at the core. Why is that? Well, our mineral imbalance, our electrolyte balance is not balanced. So I'm looking at things like that more than supplementation. And then there's specific cases where we're obviously going to add things in. I have patients come in with shingles is a big one because, a lot of people are doing the vaccine. It can be a live virus, can shed. So we're seeing an uptick of shingles going around right now. It's nasty. I've had it multiple times. When I get stressed, it's, surfaced. And so I like lysine for things like mono and shingles. I really like, high quality omegas. I like the Thorn product. I love all of her stuff. I mean, I really love Thorn's product line. And we do a few different metagenics and cell core and the third one, I will have to put the link in there. It's going to come back to me. But one of the more natural, the standard process. And again, they're taking into mind how messed up most people's guts are and what their, solubility and absorbability even is for most people. And so you want to spend a little extra rather than the more, affordable. And that's why less is more. I don't have a cabinet just full of stuff that I'm taking all the time. I want to look to my diet first, and then it's more situational, or, if we're getting ready to travel to Europe. So I've been really working on things to boost my immune system. I take the multi-greens from Young Living, and I keep it by my sink. So I line out some of the things I've been naming off, and